This is 93.5 CHMR FM.
You're tuned in to the Friday Morning Markout on 93.5 CHMR FM. Request, call 864-7935. Add 709 if you're calling long distance. Or email fanboy@markjabroni.s5.com. Hemingwell from their debut album Warm with the title track, Warm. And this is Fanboy Mark Jabroni. You are listening to the Friday Morning Markout on 93.4 CHMR FM. I'm going to be playing Hemingwell this morning, pretty much exclusively, because in about an hour's time we're going to have Justin Foley come in, a member of Hemingwell, one of the newest members, to talk about a show that's going on tonight and tomorrow night up at a place called Uptown, which is an extension of Yuck Yucks on Ken Mountain Road. Yuck Yucks is still there, as people keep saying. What do you mean, Yuck Yucks shut down? No. Yeah, because it's listed as Uptown, formerly Yuck Yucks. And usually, 99 times out of 100, when something's listed as formerly something else, that means it's closed down. But in this particular occasion, it's apparently that it's been built onto Yuck Yucks. Like Yuck Yucks extended its building space or something and then said, uh-oh, now we got to fill it with something. I guess the landlord of the building said, you want it? Yuck Yuck said, sure. And then said, uh-oh, what do we do now? So anyway, so now Uptown is up there, and apparently it's a great venue for tribute shows and various other concerts and whatnot. So I guess I'm going to find out either tonight or tomorrow. I'm probably going up tonight myself after my day here. And also, I'm just noticing another group that I got opened here in front of me. Hemingwell is doing a tribute to Pink Floyd tonight and tomorrow at Uptown. So if you like Pink Floyd music, they sound awesome doing Pink Floyd music. I've heard them doing Pink Floyd music. Did I hear them doing exclusively Pink Floyd concert? No, I don't think I did. But there is a Canadian Pink Floyd tribute band, In the Flesh. Yeah, that's their name. If you get a chance to hear them, by all means, go hear them too. They put off one hell of a great stage show. A Pink Floyd-esque stage show, actually. They go all out for it. They actually have people, like, assembling a wall. They did Pink Floyd's The Wall when I saw them. They did music from that album. And they had people during the show building the wall behind them, and then the last song, they started knocking it down. So tonight and tomorrow at Uptown, up on Ken Mountain Road, up almost all the way up to Kelsey Drive, but not quite. What I noticed also, which is what I'm filling out now, there's a Support Sci-Fi and the Rock show on tomorrow night at 9:30 until 12:30 down at Distortion on Water Street. Greetings, Galactic Travelers. We invite you to the Holsworth Court Deck Nebula for a night of excellent tunes and fundraising awesomeness. You like DJs, you like sci-fi, come support both. That Mexican DJ, Bang Tech, sketch-friendly DJ Deli Cuts / MC Snacks, Raskill, and Goon Squad. Sci-Fi and Rocks, Newfoundland's premier science fiction and fantasy convention. Their 6th convention takes place on April 20th and to 22nd at the Holiday Inn, Portugal Cove Road, and it promises to be the biggest and best convention yet. More information about that, sci-fi-and-rock.com. Also check out, we're going to have some great trivia sessions and prizes. Also, Darth Vader is going to suit up and come down for a laugh. Uh-oh. Because I better point that out to Justin when he gets here, because unless somebody else has his Darth Vader costume, or the Hemingwell show is, I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to find out. Come dressed up, maybe win yourself some tasty sci-fi themed drinks, $5, 19 plus. This is a fundraiser to support Sci-Fi and Rock, proudly brought to you by Distortion and Witch East. So I'll have to leave that one open. Okay. And also they have, what I was doing when I came back on the air, was actually, they posted a message saying, list your favorite sci-fi movie, and for a chance to win prizes. It's like, oh my God, one sci-fi movie. How the hell am I going to pick one sci-fi movie? So what I did is I'm breaking it down in decades. I got 60s, 70s, and 80s in there now. I got my favorite from each of those so far. So I got the 90s and the 2000s, and I guess the 2010s as well. I guess I might as well stick in there. If there's any Avatar, probably. Anyway, so the 1960s, I got Barbarella, just because I just recently saw it, and I was crying. Almost crying. I was laughing so hard at this movie. It was just so completely awesome. If you like horrible movies, you are with horrifically blatant sexual undertones, and overtones for that matter, watch this movie. If you like the idea of Jane Fonda in the 60s naked, watch this movie. That's what that movie's all about. Jane Fonda as a young woman naked. Like, I wouldn't say a lot, but enough. Anyway, 1970s, Clockwork Orange, because I didn't want to say Star Wars, I guess. And Clockwork Orange unfortunately, I only really saw it once. In 1980s, The Last Starfighter. I could have said Tron. Actually, Tron was the very beginning of the 80s, wasn't it? Like 1979, 1980, I think. So, yeah. 1980s. So I just picked The Last Starfighter as a good 1980s sci-fi movie, I think. Oh my God, what was that? Oh, what was that one with? What was that one with John Boy from the Waltons? What sci-fi movie was that? Battle Beyond the Stars, I think, is what that one was called. I think. If you can find that movie, watch that too. It was a pretty interesting movie. I saw it on video back in like the 90s. So it was not. I don't know. Anyway, he was probably just a couple of years removed from being John Boy, I think, when that movie came out. It was in the 80s, I think. It looked like it was from the 80s. Interesting looking ships, too. I really like that main ship. It sort of looked like an Invid from the Robotech cartoon, or Macross, whatever you want to call it. In the 90s, what would I put in as my movie from the 90s? What was the 1990s? That was like 12 Monkeys and 1990s. Well, I'll think about that off the air, I guess. But for the time being, though, if you like what you heard with that first song, and you like what you're going to hear from the rest of these songs, by all means, pop on down or pop on up. I guess not very many people are down or are up from that part of Caramount Road. You got to go up a hill to get to it. So head on up to Yuck Yucks, the uptown portion of Yuck Yucks. Actually, Yuck Yucks. Yes, actually, when I was up there for Trevor Boris, when he was here for New Year's Eve, I think 2 years ago, there were two sections for it. There was like a theater section and a dining section. The Trevor Boris thing was in the dining section, I guess. There's an actual theater. It was actually labeled theater, so that's probably where Uptown is, in that actual theater part. It's like, we don't do anything with this theater part, so let's just make it something else. All right then. So that's probably what it is. Anyway, enough of that.